Did you know that you can completely change the shape of your hooded eyes with easy makeup? Hi everyone, it's Smitha. Welcome back. But why exactly would you want to change the shape of your hooded eyes? With hooded eyes, you usually have the extra skin sitting on top of your lid, so it covers your lid space. So when you apply eye makeup, you won't be able to see a thing. So by using some eyeshadow to alter the shape of your eyes, you will be able to see that eye makeup. And I'm going to demonstrate a simple but a stunning technique. Eyebrows are such an important part of this look, so let's work on the brows first, for which I'm going to be using the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. This is a micro tip brow pencil. Because we barely have any space on our lids, we will create as much space underneath the brows by pushing our brow hair as high as possible. Even if your brows are sitting really low, push it as high as possible. The key here is to maximize that space underneath the brows. And then I'm only going to fill in the sparse areas underneath the brows. With eyebrows, you want to keep it as light and fluffy as possible, because if you make it really thick or heavy, it's going to weigh down on your hooded lids. And try to go along the shape of your brows, don't alter it. Especially with the inner and outer ends, don't drag it any lower than it is. Because if you do that, again, you're using up that space underneath the brows, which we need to create our new lid space. Just cleaning up the eyebrows brings so much brightness towards the eyes. The next step is to use some concealer to even out the skin tone. Usually, the skin pigment on your lid is completely different from what it is under the brows. By using concealer, we are going to make it one tone. That way, we are creating this clean canvas before you apply eyeshadows. Using the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Powder, I'm going to quickly set my lids so this concealer doesn't move and settle in the fine lines and crease. Whether you're using a concealer or an eyeshadow primer, try to lightly set it with powder. Otherwise, because these are cream products, they will move and settle in the fine lines and crease. As you can see, my right lid has that clean canvas to begin with as compared to my left eye. From the Boring palette, which is my collaboration with Ofra Cosmetics, I'm choosing a shade that's a tad bit deeper than my skin tone. Looking straight in the mirror, I'm going to mark a point above my lid space. So when I keep my eyes open, you should be able to see that mark. And then I'm going to join it to the inner corner and take it all the way to the outer corner so it runs parallel to my natural crease line. If you observe, my natural crease line cuts right across my lid. So what we've done here is created a new crease above that. But we can't leave that crease line as is, so with a blending brush, I'm going to start softening it up. That way it looks more natural. The reason we are even creating a new crease above the natural crease line is because when you do that, you almost double up your lid space, which is precisely what we want to do with hooded eyes. If you had kept the natural crease and if you had applied eyeshadow up to that natural crease, which is cutting right across my lid, you won't be able to see a thing because it's again going to hide under that extra skin, which we call the hood. I'm also going to smoke out that brown eyeshadow in my lower lash line just to balance everything. Now using Halo, which is a lighter ivory shade, I'm going to apply this on my lid. Applying a lighter shade on the lid like this will give that nice contrast with that new crease that we've created. Also, applying lighter shades will bring things forward. It'll make your lid appear rounder and bigger. Now I'm going to be using a piece of sticky tape in the outer corner. That'll help me to effortlessly create that smoky eyeliner in the outer corner. Using some black eyeshadow, I'm going to start pulling out that wing in the outer corner with a brush, and I'm going to join it to the lash line. And then I'm going to start smoking it out. Now you don't have to be precise while creating this wing because that tape in the outer corner will take care of that for you. All you have to do is smoke out that black eyeshadow in the outer corner. I'm using a larger blending brush now to smoke it out further so it looks really soft and nice. By smoking out and softening everything in the outer corner, you're not letting it interfere with that fold of the hood. So even when you look straight, that eyeliner in the outer corner will not look distorted. I'm again going in with that black eyeshadow with that flat brush, and I'm going to pull out the wing again. Because when you smoke out, everything fades, so you want to intensify closer to your lashes. So pull out that wing, and then with a flat brush, I'm going to stamp that black eyeshadow on my lash line using the lash line as a stencil. And then with a nail art brush, which is a very fine brush, I'm going to extend the inner corner as well. Let's remove that tape and reveal that beautiful smoky wing in the outer corner. I'm going to quickly clean up underneath with some concealer. Using the Urban Decay 24/7 Liquid Stick Retractable Waterproof Eyeliner, which is actually a pencil eyeliner, I'm going to line my waterline. This is a beautiful eyeliner that flows smoothly and it's very pigmented. There's a brush in the back, so I'm going to use it to smudge the lower lash line. Smudging the lower lash line or using a darker shade below the lower lash line will almost give that effect of you've expanded the size of your eyes. This eyeliner is so beautiful. The pencil itself has an angle to it, so it's very easy to apply, even a winged eyeliner with this pencil. Using the shade Buff again, I'm going to soften this by smoking it out just below the smudged eyeliner. That looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and curl the lashes before we finish up with some mascara, for which I'm going to be using my current favorite. This is the Lash Extensionist Mascara by L'Oreal. I'm going to quickly coat my top lashes before I use false lashes, for which I'm going to be using Lily Lashes in Rule Breaker. But the catch here is I'm not using the entire lash. I'm going to cut it into half lash and use it mostly in the outer half of my lash line. That will extend the outer corner, giving the illusion of elongated eyes. And now I'm going to finish up with a coat of mascara to my lower lashes. One more time, here's the before and here is the after. What a big difference that makes. Just look at that comparison with my left eye. So don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do exotic looks on hooded eyes. Of course you can. Let me know what else you'd like to see with hooded eyes by commenting below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you're wondering what I have on my lips, this is Makeup Forever in Wherever Walnut. And of course, as always, I'm going to link all of the products that I used in the description box below. If you plan to recreate this look, please don't forget to tag me. My socials are all listed in the description box below. Make sure you're following me there as well. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.